We are obsessed with personal hacks. We look for the perfect morning routine, the ultimate note-taking app, or the one secret trick to unlock deep focus. But most hacks are fragile. They are temporary patches on a system we don't fully understand. When we look at software engineering, we don't talk about hacks to keep the internet running. We talk about protocols. A protocol is a set of rules governing the exchange or transmission of data between devices. It is predictable, resilient, and indifferent to willpower. If your productivity system feels like it requires constant effort to maintain, it's because you're running a series of manual scripts instead of a robust protocol. Today, we're going to look at personal growth through the lens of the protocol level, specifically how concepts like state management, acknowledgements, and backpressure determine if your habits actually stick, or if they simply time out. In computing, state is the condition of a system at a specific point in time. Your state is everything you are currently tracking: tasks, ideas, deadlines, and anxieties. The biggest failure in personal systems is a state sync error. We try to keep the global state, the truth of what needs to be done, entirely in local cache, which is our short-term memory. But human RAM is volatile. When you forget a task, it's not a moral failing, it's a cache eviction. To fix this, we need to treat our external tools, calendars, to-do lists, and notes, as the source of truth, or the primary database. The hack of writing things down is actually a protocol for persistent storage. By offloading state from your brain to a durable medium, you reduce the CPU cycle spent on background maintenance and free them up for actual processing. This is why the most effective people focus on the reliability of their capture system, not the strength of their memory.
In the TCP protocol, every packet sent must be acknowledged. This is the ACK. If the sender doesn't receive an ACK, it assumes the packet was lost and sends it again. Most of our personal stress comes from unacknowledged packets. Think about an email you haven't replied to, or a task you haven't started. In your mind, these are open connections taking up bandwidth. A personal ACK is the act of processing an input and moving it to a known state. Even if the task isn't done, acknowledging it by scheduling it or filing it away sends a signal to your brain that the packet was received. This prevents the mental retry, that nagging feeling that you're forgetting something. High-performance protocols don't just do things, they ensure every request has a clear status. When you move a task from inbox to scheduled, you are sending a 200 OK status code to your subconscious, allowing it to close the connection and move on to the next task.
Systems have limits. When a server is overwhelmed with more requests than it can process, it experiences backpressure. If it doesn't handle this correctly, it crashes. Burnout is simply human backpressure. We often try to solve burnout by working harder, essentially trying to increase CPU clock speed. But the protocol-level solution is load shedding or rate limiting. If your incoming task rate is 10 per day, but your processing capacity is 5, your queue will grow infinitely. A robust personal protocol includes a mechanism to say no or to defer requests automatically when the queue reaches a certain threshold. By implementing a token bucket algorithm for your time, where you only have a set number of effort tokens per day, you prevent the system from entering a state of failure. It's better to return a 503 service unavailable to a minor request than to let your entire system go offline. Protecting your capacity is a technical requirement, not a luxury.
When we build habits, we are essentially writing small scripts to run on our internal OS. The most successful habits are atomic transactions. In database theory, an atomic transaction is an all-or-nothing operation. If one part fails, the whole thing rolls back. This is the secret behind habit stacking. By tying a new habit to an existing one, like after I pour my coffee, I will write one sentence, you are creating a single transaction block. The coffee is the trigger, the writing is the operation. If you decouple them, the script becomes unreliable. But when wrapped in a transaction, the cost of starting the new habit is absorbed by the existing momentum of the old one. This reduces the transaction overhead of decision-making.
You don't have to decide to write, you just have to follow the protocol of the coffee pour. To build better systems, stop looking for more willpower and start looking for more stable triggers to anchor your transactions to.
Let's compare the two approaches. A hack is a manual override. It's trying to wake up at 5 a.m. through sheer force of will. It works for 3 days, then the system reverts to its default state. A protocol is a design change. It's setting a recurring shutdown routine at 9 p.m. that disables your phone's notifications and dims the lights. One relies on the application layer, your conscious mind, which is prone to errors and exhaustion. The other operates at the transport layer, the infrastructure of your life, which makes the desired outcome the default path. When you stop trying to hack your behavior and start designing your protocols, you move from fighting your nature to leveraging it. You move from being a user of a broken system to being the architect of a resilient one. Here is how the metrics change when you switch your focus. Designing your personal protocol isn't about being a robot. It's about being an engineer of your own experience. Start by identifying one area where your packets are being dropped. Is it your task management, your sleep, your focus? Don't look for a hack, look for the protocol failure. Do you need a better ACK mechanism? Do you need to implement backpressure to protect your time? Or do you need to wrap your habits in atomic transactions? Once you start seeing your life at the protocol level, the hacks become unnecessary. You aren't just trying to get through the day. You are building a system that gets you through the year. My name is AI Name, and this has been a look at the protocol level of personal growth. Start small, build resiliently, and keep your connections open. Thanks for watching.